worried about it, bro. We tanked the expected crash. That's totally okay. We just expect it these days, boys. We just know it's gonna happen. It is what it is. We tank it. We're back. We're back. Stream is back, boys. Let me get the YouTube link out to the Discord. Down a little bit. It is what it is. So back, that's okay. A little stream crash can't keep. Oh, you think a stream crash is gonna keep us down? Fucking yeah, right, brother. I've been fucking 300k dry. We shiny hunt around here. Oh, a little stream crash. Oh no. You know what they say, bro? You know what they say? What do they say? What do they say, chat? You tell me, because I don't remember. Something along the lines of never give up, never what? Okay. I do want to get back into, yeah, I'm gonna crash like every clip now. Okay, I do want to get back into berry farming on the IronMan account, and the question becomes, yo, good morning for the first time, Despin. It's so nice to see you. Good morning for the first time. What is up, gamer? What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness. It's an honor to have you guys here. Thank you for your patience. I deeply appreciate people who push through the fucking drops, boys. Yo, what's up, doctor? Much love to you, man. All right, berry motherfucking farming. Okay, let's check our seed count. Call your mom up. Say, hey, mom, what's up? Well, not, you know what I'm saying. Check your seed count, boys. See what's going on. I gotta set a timer on my phone. I don't have as many seeds as I thought I did. I don't have as many seeds as I remembered. So that means I think I plant no lepas today. I think I do no lepas. I think I just do. Okay. What am I missing the most of? Very spicy is the complicated one that I need. I'm very low on plain spicy. Okay, let's start with spicy. Spicy is always good. You always need spicy. Very spicy and plain spicy we're going to utilize here. Well, actually, wait, do I have berries that I'm... Okay, that makes way more sense. I have a ton of berries that I need to extract. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Where are my berries? Okay, that makes so much sense. Thank you for the sub. Yo, Waz. Thank you, man. I fucking appreciate that, gamer. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was getting a little worried there, boys. I was like, where did all my seeds go? I thought I had more seeds than this. And it turns out I have a bunch of berries that I haven't extracted yet. 360 cherries, 192 Rost, 179 Petchas. So we just need to spend a disgusting amount of Pokeyen. This is why I've been Jimmy running, Ameliquin farming, all that jazz. It is so freaking expensive, dude. Oh, what do I buy here? 1,000? Like that? Yeah, 350k. I think we just commit, boys. 350k. That's about a Jimmy run. It's like a Jimmy run and a trainer run on the account. A little bit less than that, but like it's just the money can, and that's not even. That doesn't even extract like everything we have, you know, like that's what's so crazy. Okay, let's find the harvesting tools. You've seen this once, you've seen it before, but it's still, let's go. Our cherries. I'm gonna do all my cherries, I think. Boom. I need so many spices. That's a ton of spices. Okay, good. Next up, we went from 1,000 of these. Let's do all of our Petchas. Screw it, we're berry farming, boys. We're now down to 453. Like, look how fast this goes, man. Look how fast that happens. And the next up is Rosts. I just bought 1,000 of them and I'm down to 250. Like, just like I just spent, was that 250k? No, more than that. Like 300k on harvesting tools. Just utilizing. I might buy 1,000 more. Oh god, that hurts though. I think it's the right thing to do. God, this hurts, but it's the right thing. It's the right thing to do.
Stage clap.
Yo, what's up, 0H? Thank you so much, man. Like, I just spent like 800k Pokeyen to start the morning, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get started on our actual berry farming though. We got a ton of seeds now. Okay, I was gonna just hard do non-leppas, but now should I do leppas because we have so many seeds? I think I still want to do like one more big batch of non-leppas. I like the idea of almost doing no leppas for like 3 to 4 days and then doing one big batch of Leppas. I'm sick of doing the like little bit. I think it's just really annoying and I just don't enjoy it. So you know what? Let's do plain spices. 3. We're gonna do some of these with very spices as well. Let's get started. I'm gonna do cherries, Rost, Petchas today. No Leppas today, man. I know it's boring, but it's also important to keep in the progress. The typical Iron Man adventure. Okay, hopefully no F, no F, no F, no F, no F. If I F there, that would suck. If I F again, no F. Oh, okay, that's really good. Okay, we love it, boys. We love it. No F. Thank God I'm a virgin. Okay, Giga chat. Okay, dude. No F in here, chat. Oh, thank God. Okay. That, like, unironically, that's okay. Let's plant our fucking seeds, boys. Ooh, no more Fs. We always F the first time, and there you go, man. That's the strat, dude. Plant water. Plant water. Plant water. Oh, fuck. Yo, thank you, Jimmy. That was very nice of you, man. Check DMs on Discord or what? Is it gonna be like more? Oh, is it gonna be the flex? Iron. Wait, is this you, Tom? Iron Lion? That's cute. Surprised you weren't Iron England or Iron London. Dude, that's not me. Oh. Wait, who is this? Oh, this is a different Iron Man. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. That's not even DMs. That's just someone in my team chat. I'm a moron. There's the England. Dude, hell yeah, man. I really like shiny. 68,000, almost 69,000 encounters. Shiny Magna Zone underrated, man. Congratulations, Tom. Hell yeah, there you go, man. What's up, Alpha Loss? How you doing, dude? I'm gonna set a timer right now for 8 hours. When do you water your berries? Every 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. I'm gonna do mine for 8 hours. I'm gonna do mine for 8 hours. Boom, boom, boom. Spicy, 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 spicy. Boom, 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 boomba. Shiny hunt on the main account, on the side. Boomba. Catch event is in an hour and 1 minute, so I can't. The problem is I'm not gonna have enough time for a Jimmy run, sadly. But I really need Pokeyen. God, I'm so broke. I think we just Amulet Coin farm, which gives us shiny chance, which is more exciting than Jimmy running and stuff. You know, I'm missing. I need something. It's not changing forms. You shouldn't now. To be fair, you don't need the sunny form of Cherum for Pokedex. But if you want it, which I assume is what you just want it for the completionist aspect, which is awesome. That's a great question. Can anybody else in chat? I haven't done that in so long. I actually don't know. Does anybody happen to know in chat how to change the form of Cherum? Cherum? I love Cherubi as a Pokemon. I haven't done that activity in so long, man. I'm so sorry I'm not more help. Okay, I'm gonna switch to very spicy soon. Well, maybe I don't need. I'm just gonna do like all. Let's switch now, I think. Plain spicy, very spicy. Should I even do that? I literally don't even know if that's worth it. Just do some. Let's now. I would not want to finish this off with these berries. Let's finish it off with these. Spicy is the most important one anyway when it comes to. We'll do this whole patch spicy. And we'll do the patch. The other patch. Just split the two. So now we go Abundant Shrine. I think the Sunshine form is bugged in game. That's so sad. Is that true? So there is an iOS installation guide on the PokeMMO forums. The iOS installation is a pain. I love PokeMMO. The game is very easy to install on PC, in my opinion, obviously. Very easy to install on Android. A pain in the absolute tuchus to install on iOS. So much so that I bought an Android tablet just to be able to play it on the go. So, like, if that gives you any idea, unfortunately, I can't help you a whole lot. You can buy, is it Signalus? There's an app that you can pay for that makes it really much easier, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt, man. Signal us. Yeah, thank you. What are you trying to do? I mean, I think Ambipom is an amazing shot. I love shiny Ambipom. I love shiny Ape, you know, all that shit, but it's super, what's the word? That's a tough shunt, dude. That's a tough shunt to recommend just for fucking, what's it called, you know? Ooh, that is a tough one to recommend. Let's check my berry guide again. Let me go see. So for Leppas, you need plain sweet, plain bitter, and very spicy. So we do want to use very bitter and plain bitters to make more rosts like this. The only berries you want to protect are the very spicies. Okay, not too shabby, chat, if you asked me. My pacing is not bad when I'm locked in. Yeah, Apom's a really tough, but it's a beautiful shiny hunt. Oh, is there an alpha right now? Thank you. Alpha Unova Clefable. Thank you. Thank you. That's a perfect thing. Thank you. That is a perfect thing to go do after berry farming, actually. I was trying to be greedy and not pop a repel here. I think it's worth it. I need to be a little more Pokeyen sensitive on the IronMan account. I'm gonna be honest. I need to hunt on the main more. The main account is shiny hunting very inefficiently in the background, but it is technically there. Over at Dragon's Den. I just need to learn the people, dude. People sleep on like how it's a lot of extra effort to play an alt account. People love to like flame alt accounters. It's a lot of hard work, man. It's not easy peasy, you know. I've always compared flaming alt accounts to like flaming someone who works 2 jobs. Like it's just someone putting in more effort. At least in my, feel free to disagree respectfully, but to me, it's like someone putting in more effort and, you know, getting more reward. I don't think that should be flamed. What ball? I'm gonna calc in a sec. Good question. I don't know yet. I'm gonna use the Team Synergy website. Is usually how I calc it. Their website is fantastic, dude. Nope. I definitely cannot receive no gifts, no trading, no GTL. I'm glad you asked before just sending it. Like that's very, you know. Definitely not. Let's do. Switch to plain sweet, very sweet. Let's do some Petchas. We have a timer set for 8 hours with these. Also, dude, I literally almost never shut up, Phantom. That shouldn't make me laugh. That was such a dumb. Okay. Shiny hunts on the main account. I almost always skip. Dude, there's a patch up here that I literally almost always skip, dude. Hell yeah, Tom. There you go. Necessity to be fair. Often, but I think in the current, it depends. It depends throughout history, Kyles. I think throughout history, that's often true. I think nowadays it's not always true. I don't know if it matters. I mean, it matters for that person. Like, it sucks if you have to do 2 jobs. But I think often we see a lot of people nowadays working 2 jobs because they want to, not out of necessity. Not that that's a good thing, you know. I don't know. Life is very tough. If you want to put in more effort to get more reward, hell yeah. If you can't always do that, that's awesome. If you want to value your free time, there's just always positives and negatives and trade-offs, yada yada yada. I know how much has changed. I always read the comments. What's up, dude? Quick mather here. 100% is going to get to 3 steps. 83 steps using repels. That's pretty sick. I get like 250k for my Jimmy runs, but that's still about, you know. I know repels are pretty cheap. You're not wrong. That's fair, you know. Good point. But no, but I think you brought up a good point. Look at fuck me and my chat. Good point, chatter. Good point, streamer. Poggies. That's, you know what, streamer, you raise a valid point. I still personally disagree, but I can understand how you would come to that position. Me to chat, hopefully me to chatter. You know what, that's super fair, chatter. I can understand you would come to your point. I think you made a really good counter argument that should be considered, and it's totally okay if we come to different positions, even though we're considering all the information. Poggies. All right, anyways, something you don't see on the internet a whole lot these days. Okay, Alpha Giant Chasm. I do want to go for that. Okay, berries planted. Can't believe I didn't F after that clip, dude. That has me fucking so happy. I do want to move this to this folder. Hopefully that doesn't make me F on the next clip, but we'll see how it goes. Yes, I covered it in a stream recap. I mean, not so, even the wording that you like, Spook didn't just hit 2 swarm shinies. He hit 2 rare swarm shinies back to back, like within like two swarms. Like, it's so crazy, man. For PvP, I'm so glad you asked. No, that's a great question. All of those glazing, all of those berries, I wish I saw it live. Shout out to those who saw it live, bro. God, I should watch more PokeMMO streams. I just don't have any time, but I fucking love watching streams. All of those berries I just planted are actually just used. I'm on an IronMan account. All of those berries, I just extract them for their seeds. I use those berries to get more seeds to plant Leppas. That's it. Leppa berries are very, very difficult to get on an IronMan account because you need to plant so many of other berries to get the seeds to then plant them. They're very expensive and they're very, yeah. But I need Leppa berries for shiny wars on the IronMan account. That's the main thing. Great question. Dude, it was, yes, Cyclone, dude. That's legitimately, that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in Pokemon. Like, I feel like I say that a lot these days, but like, people are just doing crazy shit. Like, we just have more players shiny hunting and like high-end shunters, man. It's really nuts. Go on. On a main account, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can. This would be called self-sustained berry farming on a main account. From my understanding, self-sustained berry farming is not worth doing on a main. Typically, you'd rather you just buy the seeds you need on the main account. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. On a main account, you just buy the seeds you need for Leppas, and you grow Leppas. And I think berry farming makes about 100 to 120k Pokeyen per day, per account that you do, and it only takes like 15 minutes or less. Like, berry farming is really, really good if you are a very consistent person. The problem with berry farming is if you mess up once, you make one mistake, you're like doomed. I really want to. I will find you. The crux of my life right now is that, which is not a bad thing. It's better to be busy than bored. Way better. The crux of my life is I wake up and I have 1,000 things to do, and then I do 10 of those things, which I think is pretty good. And then the next day I have 1,000 more things. So now I have 1,990 things, and that just keeps like, that's the adult experience, is like every day you gain 1,000 things to do and then do 10 of them. But that's life. You're never going to catch up. That's life is like shiny hunting. You have to go at its pace, and you can't force life around yourself for the most part. Although it's up to you. You can make sacrifices. But I have a lot of goals. I have a lot of passions. I have a lot of hobbies. I have a lot of interests. My Patrouski MTG channel, I'm really proud of that, man. That's been doing fucking well. If you watch both this channel and my Patrouski MTG channel, shout out to you. Dude, that channel's doing... I'm so lucky. It's crazy, man. That channel's doing very, very well, man. It's really crazy. Let me go see. I think Patrouski MTGs. I'm getting distracted. That's why I was just in an alpha and doing some fossil farming. It's kind of fine to be distracted for the most part. Patrouski MTG just hit 1,500 subscribers. I've had like a few videos now reach. I had my last like 2 out of my last 3 videos hit 10,000 views. Like, that's nuts, man. That's so crazy. I'm really enjoying. I love Magic the Gathering. It's been cool to do that, man. Okay. Anyways, let's stop. Okay. Stop spelling the roses too much. Let's get back to work, okay? Where my hug at? Wait, what? My wife loves saying that. Where my hug at? The where my hug at guy. I didn't know about the where. Now, thankfully, I'm not that. I wasn't much of a hugger until I met my wife. I didn't know the where my hug at guy stereotype until I met my wife and she explained it to me, and I was like, that's insane. Uppies, what's up, Duxley? Of course I can give you uppies. Okay, let's get back to Spinda. Spore Pokemon. HM Pokemon, because why not? It's just in case. Gothitelle goes over here. Okay. How did he just notice me? What's up, Duxley? It's funny, every time I see, this is why I love doing it, Duxley. Every time I see your name, I just think about Minecraft. And that's like part of why I like naming my Minecraft builds after my viewers, because then I just associate, like, it gives me a little extra like note in my brain to remember them by, you know, because like obviously I talk to a lot of people, but I really try my best. I don't always succeed, but I try my best to like remember people, you know. I think I do a pretty decent job, but I could always do better. Cobblestone wall for you? No, you're a fucking whole ass castle, bro. Also, dude, gotta do another Minecraft stream soon, bro. I've been fucking, what's it called? I've expanded that one castle that I started building on the last stream so much, man. I did a lot of work on it last night. Can I smash this rock? I always forget over here in Unova. How do you get to this? You have to loop around? Or is this gonna fuck me? It might just fuck me. Yeah, okay. Okay. The spot is so strange. Okay. Alright, fellas, the catch event is in about 52 minutes. We still have a little bit of time, I believe. We do have an alpha Clefable over here. I planted all my berries. I didn't do any Leppas today. We're doing our alpha Clefable catch. We need more fairy egg group breeders, as always, on the accounts, as well as after this, I'll be doing any amulet coin, a little bit of amulet coin farming and trying to get some. I did go from 3 amulet coins now up to 6, so that number is rising off camera a little bit, but I'm gonna do a little bit of amulet coin farming until that catch event begins. Paralyzed. That's hilarious. Whatever. We can still figure this out. I'll see you guys hopefully with this catch. Hopefully no F. Hopefully no F. Hopefully no F. Hopefully no F. No, 6 sweet cents is the max. No F. Okay, 6 sweet cents is the max. Oh my god, that's so good, chat. Thank you for the no F. Okay. 6 sweet cents is the max you can do before healing. You can use Leppa berries, like I'm doing on my main account, to like stay at a spot longer, but that costs Pokeyen. Thank you, Cody. Oh, can you pin that? I had it pinned, Cody. I can pin it actually. I had it pinned, but then it got unpinned because I crashed, because I'm a bad streamer. Keck W. That's okay. The first clip always crashes. That's okay. Did I even get my skill swap off? I think I did, right? So I can superpower now, chip it down. Okay. Earn Fs. Yeah, it's been really bad recently, but we just try to deal with it, you know. How close to your IronMan is your IronMan to your main is wealth and power? The problem is wealth. Ooh, it's good. It's just a good question of like, they're pretty fucking comparable. The main differences are probably things like ocarinas. There's big differences that like just won't be solved, if ever, or if not for a very, very long time. The box space is a big difference. The ocarinas are a big difference. Things like that. There's just a lot of things like that. Where's Aboja? She's very hard at work. My wife's been very, very busy. She's at it's her summer is her like busy season at work, even though it's not summer quite yet, but she's in the living room. She's home, but she's just working hard. Dude, congrats, David. Were you? I saw someone posted their dust all shiny recently. Was it Lame Nar? I don't know. That you might have been somebody. I don't mean to conflate. But dude, congratulations. This is a great first shiny, man. Work. With us tomorrow. I want to play Gamble with Friends whenever you guys play it. That sounds fucking awesome. If you guys are doing it tomorrow, I mean, I'll try to make the time, you know, type beat. What's up, Drizzy? I'm happy to be streaming. What's up, man? I'm happy to be here. What's up, dude? I am also pretty. Did this thing just soft boil? That's fucking annoying. Holy. I am pretty busy recently, but we'll see. Is his guide? I just uploaded a amulet coin farming guide. Is his guide any different from mine? Did I miss something? If he adds to it, awesome. Otherwise, it is kind of weird to bring up another YouTuber's guide when I also just uploaded a guide on that. But either way, like whatever helps people is good. I think of shiny prices. I don't follow the secret shiny market. I don't know enough about it. It's a great question. I always try to tell people, and it's not that I don't worry about enforcing this too much. because it gets a little like weird, but you probably shouldn't bring up other content creators in other content creators. So I know this guy, like this guy's awesome. I love Mayro, but don't bring up other content creators in other content creators spaces. It's really weird. And the same is true for me. If you're watching someone else's stream, don't talk about, unless it's like, unless the streamer brings me up or some shit, but please don't. It makes me look really bad. It's really rude. It's kind of like going to Target and then going around to like every person at Target and being like, yo, have you seen this deal at Walmart? And it's like, it's just weird. Don't do that. You shouldn't bring up other creators to other creators like that, and don't do that for me, please. Please don't mention me in another person's stream. That's their space. That's their stream. That moment is about them. Let them, you know, have their stream. Don't yeah. Just a quick little like social thing. It's just good for, but not obviously not a big deal. If you want me to check out somebody's video, I love Discord DMs. Discord DMs are always fantastic. I love trying to see new videos of upcoming people, you know. That's what, like I love talking about Quizby. Quizby's fucking awesome on YouTube. He's kind of he kind of cringes me out a little bit, you know. Will you plug in your channel? I don't know what to do. Based. I mean, I love Spidget. Would you play HOTS if it returned? I don't know if I have any time for Heroes of the Storm, but I love it. I love the question. Sorry here. That feels anti-community. I don't know what to tell you. I think I'm very pro. The problem is bringing up another creator. You're using someone else's platform to try to shout someone else out without their consent, and that's not okay, right? If I want to choose to shout out other people, which I do a ton, that's awesome. I don't think it's anti-community to set a boundary personally, but if you think that, more power to you, right? Yeah, you know, you're totally fine. And if they made a cool guide that adds to things, that's awesome, right? Because the problem is, Zach, we do get people who try to like shamelessly advertise themselves and selfishly plug. This has happened since like 2011 in Twitch, right? Even as far back as like 2011, you would get people in chat who would be like, all right, enjoyed watching the stream. I'm gonna go stream now, guys. Have a great day. And as far back as 2011 in streams, that was like bad social etiquette. You know, you probably shouldn't like imagine, and let's do it like small businesses, right? Imagine you go to like, imagine there's Jimmy and Dave's barbecue, and Jimmy and Dave's barbecue get along. They're not like enemies, right? But you wouldn't go to Jimmy's barbecue and then be like, have you guys checked out Dave's barbecue? His barbecue sauce is way better. Even if you feel that way, you shouldn't do that at that location, right? If you do think Dave's barbecue sauce is better than Jimmy's, that's awesome, right? Why would you not? Why would you want to help though? Because some people don't represent the values that I represent. Some people don't, you know, attack me and hurt me personally, Zach. There's a lot of stuff, and I should have the choice. I don't have to. I'm not required to help out other up-and-coming creators. No one's required to do that. That's a really weird like entitlement problem, right? But I love, if you watch my content, I shout out people constantly. I love doing it, but I don't like when people get entitled and weird about it. I did a thing a few years ago, even when I was much smaller, right? I did a thing called 25 Days of PokeMMO Content Creators during Christmas, and I had to stop doing it because people got so jealous and upset and angry if they weren't included. When I included, like, even though I could only, you know, I was just trying to include as many people as possible. It is what it is. You also enter, like, should Walmart shout out every single small grocery store nearby? Like that, it just enters a really weird, like, you are not at requirement. Like, I love helping people, but you aren't required. That becomes very weird and very like entitled very quickly. Does that make sense? I hope that clearly and like calmly explains it. Like, this is pretty basic social skills, I think, but you shouldn't bring up the same is true for me. Do not bring me up in another streamer's chat. They are trying to, you know, they're trying to have their own stream. We don't need to constantly talk about me. It's selfish, and it's rude a little bit, you know. Not the biggest deal in the world, but could you imagine how annoying it would be if like you were a small streamer trying to start in Pokemon and people just talk about Patrouski all the time? That would really be annoying, you know. Just unhappy. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. Unfortunately, there has been a lot of jealousy in the PokeMMO space over the past 1 year or so. So you just, yeah. I like to try to, I have the choice, and I do shout out people a ton, but you don't want to start like, oh, Patrouski, you have to shout out every small content creator. That gets very strange, you know. That gets very weird very quickly. I would call that entitlement, you know. I don't think am required to do anything, you know? I think it's nice that I try to go above and beyond, and, you know, because I believe in that, you know? Would you be okay though? It's all depends on how it's. I think this discussion, once again, this shouldn't be a very long discussion, but if you have specific questions, I guess it's interesting. No, it's not. So Zach, do you see how you're not? That question sucks, because that question is like, so you're asking that in bad faith, right? So it's just a business. You know I don't feel that way. You know I don't believe that, right? You're asking that even though you know my answer, but you're trying to paint me as a villain, or which sucks. And I know that the internet has taught you that this is the way to interact with other people. The internet, it's not your fault, okay? The internet has conditioned you to be hostile and assume the worst in others because a lot of people do bad things. It's not your fault, okay? But you've got to like take a breath. Like, it's a very fair boundary to be like, you shouldn't, you know, promote others in other people's chats. It's very strange, you know? Don't pile on him, don't attack him. I respect someone. It's good to engage with the streamer and ask the hard questions, but I think it's fair. I think it's an unbelievably more than fair boundary to say you probably shouldn't bring up other creators' names, especially when other creators have, like, some of them have really attacked me and doxed me and harassed me over the years. I don't try to bring that up, but like, there's a lot happening behind the scenes that people in the mainstream don't always see, and that's why we don't try to, you know, that's a big reason as well. There's a lot of weird stuff, okay? So just please be, you know, I think I'm setting a very fair boundary. Like, don't bring up, you know, don't bring up other creators without my permission, right? I think you're using my platform. If you come into my stream and say, oh, like, yeah, this Clefable is stuff. If you come into my stream and like, oh, have you checked out this video, blah, 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 just Discord DM me is the more respectful way, you know? That's it. No, you didn't do anything, Nash. You're perfect. This is also the problem is like people, you know, you're perfect, man. I feel like crap. I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. I think it's good, you know. Yeah. Help me with this pickle jar. I can try my best. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. I'm getting obliterated by this Clefable. Yeah, that's like, I respect that, Despin. Context is super important. So I would argue even that if you go to another, I wouldn't do that. It's not like the worst thing in the world, Fiddler, but I would appreciate if you guys don't go to other streamers' chats and say, oh, did you watch the latest Patrouski video? It was so good. I think that's like, don't do that, respectfully. I think it comes off a little bit as like promo. I just don't like that. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't recommend that. It does, because it does draw attention away from the streamer, and the streamer, you know, if now a good example is if someone says, yo, Patrouski, this is often where I shout people out. If someone says, yo, Patrouski, do you have a flipping guide, right? I'll be like, yeah, I have a guide for beginners, but go check out Epoch. Epoch is the flipping king. He's so good at making Pokeyen. He will teach you so much more in depth than I can, right? Or, oh, Patrouski, I'm trying to get into PvP. Like, how can I get into PvP, right? I'll be like, yeah, no, you're fine. No. I don't want nobody who is earnestly, Eric's, you're perfect. Don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. It's always the people who are like earnest and like trying to, you end up feeling bad. You shouldn't. Oh my God. You are the good, like, you know, there's a lot of people on the internet right now who assume bad faith of others, and that sucks to deal with. And we're just trying to traverse that space. Yeah, true, Pinchy. If someone says like, yo, like I'm trying into PvP, I would be like, oh, yo, check out Spidget, you know, check out AFC Adino, you know, like things like that, right? But you probably shouldn't. Yeah, it's just social skills, like pretty big, but not everybody on the internet is privileged to. It gets kind of, it's complicated. I shouldn't say it's simple or basic. People's houses. Egging someone's house before it rains. I shouldn't promote that kind of. I've never egged someone's house. Okay. It's different when I bring up someone else on my platform versus like someone else. That's you know. I think that's hopefully very fair and reasonable, and I appreciate you guys understanding. You know, that's, yeah. I almost it sucks as I feel like I almost can't even set that boundary. The internet right now is like trying to set a very reasonable boundary, and then a lot of people trying to then like argue that boundary when it's like, and that sucks. it sucks to set a boundary and have a bunch of people, and that's when you get a lot of people with different opposing views, it's gonna happen, right? But it is a shitty feeling, you know. It's a shitty feeling to try to set a boundary and people want to argue that, as opposed to being like, okay, I'll respect that, you know. I'm gonna pop a revive here. My Breloom is getting very, very low. I need to get my Breloom back. This Clefable is fucking me. Anyways, we can move past the... I like the interesting, like, social dynamic discussion, but... Bro's lowering his own stats. There we go. At a certain point, it just becomes rehashing the same memes over and over again, though. Yes. Yeah, it's... People... The internet right now has taught people that we are against each other, and everybody's evil, and everybody's bad, and... we've been taught and conditioned to assume the worst in others constantly, and even if we have really different opposing views, the only way to get past those opposing views is by being kind and passionate and generous and charitable. I think the biggest thing the world needs right now is charitability with discussion, right? If someone says something that sounds bad at first, you should be like, hey, could you elaborate on that? Like, could you explain that a little bit further, you know? No, that's Kirix, I love you. That is a great... Almost nothing on my stream is a this goes without saying. There's nothing more that I hate than people who are like, what you're doing is wrong, but I'm not going to educate you on this. And that drives me crazy. Take the time and explain your position like that. I try to do that. I almost do that to a fault, you know, where like we get into very long... droll to use a pretentious word, like, you know, like philosophical conversations about blah blah blah. I think it's really good. Yeah, you got to be able to explain that stuff, right? I play at the moment. I play a lot of arena. I draft a lot. Hopefully, and I'm not always in the headspace every day to be able to guide like difficult, productive discussion, but on the days where I feel pretty good today, on the days where I feel like I can be calm and can retain myself, which I can't every day, I think it's good to, you know, to try to have those discussions. And yeah, we should talk. That's pretty much, you pretty much nailed it, Dash. Like that's, yeah. I do not play Brawl. I mostly I don't know many people that do. I respect if Brawl is your format, that's awesome. I play a lot of draft on MTG Arena. Should I substitute here? I'm in a really weird spot. Did this thing hit through sub, or can I permanently stall this? This has been a really tough catch. You have kids? No, and I have no kids plan to have kids personally. But I respect parenting is one of the coolest things you can do in the world, or it can be one of the most nightmarish, depending on how it turns out. Good luck to all my parents out there. I wish you the best. Draft is amazing. No, don't. Oh, apologizing for changing the theme back to Pokemon. You're perfect, dude. Being good. Fuck that. Now that's how you know it was a dream. Me actually being good at Pokemon PvP. I see the problem. It's a good bit. Where can I go for movie reviews? Oh my. Now we're asking the questions. Oh my goodness. If you want to see my terrible opinions, you can actually find me over on letterboxd.com/Patrouski. I've been in my movie arc. I'm trying not to become a pretentious cinephile, which I feel like I am doing successfully. But I love movies. I've been watching about one movie a day for the past, a little bit more than that, I think. One movie a day for the past year. On average. Now this is, that's a banger. We should be quoting that more. I love the prequels, man. That's insane, Cubone. Congratulations, man. 2 Safari Shinies caught recently. Not even just encountered. It's a scary thing to getting addicted to Safari hunting is cracked, dude. I mean, you're correct, Alpha, and I do need to watch Cocaine Bear. What's up, Zeta Code? How you doing? I'm getting better at remembering it's code and not COD. What's up, man? I've drafted Strixhaven only 2 or 3 times so far. I draft on MTG Arena quite a bit, like more than I think. Like I have like 900 hours on MTG Arena, which is not like a ton, but like it's more than I would have expected, you know. Yes, could someone actually refund I will find you's glaze of viewer request where possible, pretty please? Thank you so much. I have to sub here first. And then I'm going to, yeah, flex. Hurry, I got you. Hurry, what's your flex? Oh my god. This, I mean, what a good mon to flex, dude. This is so sick. This is so sick, man. Shiny Yanma is fucking beautiful, dude. I love Shiny Yanma so much. I don't even know what to say besides you got it at Ruin Valley as well, and it's 31 speed. The IVs are also like pretty fucking solid all around. Holy crap, man. Yeah, I know. If that's even your real, what's up, Tom? How do you encounter Pokemon? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly. Look at the text. While hunting for Moltres, dude, that's so sick, man. What's up, room? I know I'm 28 years old. Dude, I'm kind of getting, I wouldn't call it wiser. I'm getting calmer as I age. I'm crashing out less and less. And crash outs are fun. There are fun crash outs and there are not fun crash outs. And I think most of my crash outs recently are just kind of fun crash outs. And then I'm kind of just chilling. Heal is in the grave. Okay, come on. Come on, dude. Unk. Well, I'm just getting flamed for turning 28. Valid. Yeah, that's the other thing is chat wants me to crash out more. That's the duality of, that's the yin and the yang of streaming. Chat wants you to crash out. Streamer doesn't really. I love crashing out for fun. It's fucking, you know, they don't want some passion. Crash out over movies. Crash out over funny little opinions. Dude, I was gonna do a little bit of amulet coin farming before the catch event, but I don't even know if I'm gonna get there now, bro. Like, huh? I'm perma stuck on Clefable, bro. I've been at Clefable for like 33 minutes. I've been here for like 30 minutes, man. Yeah, what turn is it? It's turn 50! I didn't even realize. It's turn fucking 50. It's probably out of soft boil PP. Let me fall swipe it again. Okay, turn 52. What shun should I try? You want a single encounter, time swipe horde? What do you want? What's up, Clarker? How you doing, man? Clarko's been, this actually pisses me off. Clarko's been getting better at rage baiting recently, which I don't like. I don't like that he's holding. Yeah, real fuck Gary. Turn 54 turn Clefable for a Pokemon worth 5k. Now, thankfully, for the IronMan account, at least it's, you know, a breeder. Like it's more valuable than the iron. Dude, what's up, Sir Kitty? How you doing, man? One easy shot and one hard shot. Drudagon is a fantastic, like, easy, you know, time swipe horde. I love recommending Drudagon if you don't have it. Drudagon. Even I need to be more calm and reasonable, Clark. I'm working on maybe. No, is rage bait good practice? I'm kind of getting more chill. As I get older, I'm getting more chill. Yes, that's also the worst. Alphas always take the longest. That is true. This Clefable is gonna be like 2 times 31, and like every stat will be below 20. Dude, much love to you, Clarko. Dude, Sifu, the people love you, brother. I've seen so many comments were like, yes, shout out Sifu. That's my boy Sifu. Bro, Sifu's got a fucking fan club, bro. Sifu, people fucking love you, Sifu. What's up, man? Minimum number of words to rage bait you? Sombra is pretty up there. Well, that's a good question. What's the fastest rage bait? One Piece is pretty good. What else? Chemicals, yeah, things like that. People fucking love you, Sifu. People complaining. You could type like ads and like an annoyed face. Ugh, ads. Which, like, once again, we're gonna get into the same rehashed discussions. Ads suck, I get it, but also free content couldn't exist without ads. YouTube, Twitch, you know, all that couldn't without ad revenue. Your favorite streamers, your favorite content creators could not make the mediocre content that I'm, you know, KW without ads. The worst kind of ads are pre-roll ads, number one. Number two, the worst kind of ads are ads on streaming services that you pay for and then still get ads. I think that's why people are getting increasingly sick of ads, because that's fucking bullshit. Like paying 15 bucks a month for Netflix and then still getting ads on Netflix. What the fuck happened with that? That's crazy. That's, and the reasoning, there probably is some, like, there's probably some logic behind it from the company's perspective of like, if they run ads, it prevents them from having to raise prices, but it still just sucks for the consumer. You know what I'm saying? Is greedy. I don't know how profitable now. I just don't know. I know a lot of streaming services are not profitable, so I don't know how. I don't know. Dude, this Clefable is so cooked. It has turned 61, by the way. I'm scared it's gonna struggle to death, dude. Yes. There's a lot of good complaints. The amount of gambling ads, dude. I get so many ads for like gambling mobile apps that like prey. It's so sad, man. I hate that shit. The ones that advertise it as like, you gotta sign up for fucking Jerk Off Casino 123. Jerk Off Casino will make you $900 a day. All you gotta do is deposit $4 grand first, and then I promise you guys, I promise you'll make money from. Oh my god, I fucking hate that shit. That shit sucks. Because that shit is like literally just preying on poor people and literally just preying on people who don't know any better. It's really fucking sad that like jerk off casinos. Oh my goodness. 63 turns. That was one of our longest alpha catches on the account, and it's 2 times. You know when an alpha catch is hard and long, it's gonna be the worst one. 2 times 31 in both attacks. That's okay. I was hoping to amulet coin farm for a bit. We have about 20 minutes until the event. I'm probably just gonna go prep for the event, honestly. Just get my synchronized stuff ready, calc with team synergy, get my plan, you know, all that stuff, and we'll just go ahead and get started on that event as soon as possible. Okay. This is fucking funny. And I think it combines like 2 of the biggest things in the world right now, which is like 2 of the most, hopefully no F. I think no F. Oh my god, it's amazing. Right now, everything that, like, I mean, sex always sells is kind of like a historical thing, but right now, like, the biggest things, it's just more than ever, like, gooning. Everything is gooning, gambling, and what's the third G? Jerkin? No, I'm just kidding. Like, more than ever, you know? Yo, what's up, Sifu? And it's annoying. It is annoying to constantly see gooning and gambling be pushed, you know? It sucked. I wouldn't say it sucked, but I would say it's definitely, I don't understand I think Marty Supreme is very overrated. I really like it still, but sounds cool. I can link you the playlist. These are some of my favorite songs. Good ear. These are like epic orchestra type, like, battle. A lot of it's CJ Beards. There's some symphony stuff. A lot of it's, I like this. Good ear, good ear, good ear. Okay. Let's get the Synergy website. I couldn't agree more. The ending was under. I couldn't agree more with that, Squiddy. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more about Marty Supreme. And I saw it in theaters. And I really liked it, but I respect that a ton. $63 turns in PokeMMO. Yeah, true. Hellpat. What is that? Is that a, what is that? Is that a movie? Song? I don't know it. I don't think. You can send it on Discord. That's my shit. Fair caution, Tom. Dude, that's it's do you blame it? Sucks, man. Like the world is adapting. There's always going to be more positives and negatives to different generations and different things. I hate there's a really interesting meme recently. I hate the sentiment of like, oh, life is always getting worse, or like the newest generation always sucks. People have been saying that for literally thousands of years, and I think that's a good like pattern recognition of like, okay, maybe that's not happening, right? Even though it feels like that, which is, I get that, right? Things just change a lot over time, and that causes a lot of that feeling. I like to try to buck the trends where possible, right? Logically check it where possible. What was I saying? Dude, it's one of the negatives. I feel really fucking bad. I was literally just I can't imagine being a kid growing up in this era of advertisement. All the gooning and gambling stuff that is really rough. I can't imagine growing up through that. That's really, really hard, man. Well, you have to be careful because everything in moderation is fine. Obviously, anything in overabundance can become... I think the word degeneracy carries too much, like, historical vitriol. But yeah, anything in too much is not good, you know? But, like... It's got to be tough as a teacher. I get that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think once again, there was a really good meme recently that was, like... There was a quote from like 4 BC that was like, the language has coarsened. Like, it's like old people have been saying that young people suck for like literally thousands of years. There's always up and down. I don't know. I don't want to. Don't get into. I can't get into. I don't know about. I don't know. Please don't make things political because I just don't. I can't cover that. I don't want to talk about that. Even though it's tough. We talk a lot about like society and like living as a Joker emoji. So I get that, but yeah. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know. Karingar. I just don't get the rush from losing money or winning money. You don't get the... Gambling's fucking addictive. You don't get the rush from... Bro, I've placed a few $5 sports bets. That shit is fucking... I totally understand why gambling is addicting. Holy shit. You gamble one time and I think like it's like, holy fuck, I get it. You know, that's why it's so important to like stay away and set limits and like not do it if you know, have an addictive personality, blah, blah, blah. Society has made me this way. I mean, that, you know, it's... fuck. Dude, I'm honored to hear that you feel that way. Lil sket. Dude, I'm honored, man. Much love to you, dude. I think it's unproductive and lame to be like, this generation, new generation, my generation was so much better than this. I think it's a pattern that you see over and over and over again, and I want to break it if possible. Karingar. Okay, the Karingar emote is so fucking good. There's just positives and negatives to each generation. I think it takes a lot to admit that, but that's like, there's just positives and negatives to each generation. Yes, gambling in video games without real currency is fucking fantastic. Clover Pit is a fantastic roguelike. Like gambling with friends, that I'm so excited to play that. Like, that shit's fun, dude. Give me one. I gotta get my team ready. I'm so distracted. Give me one sec. Let me Pokedex. What's the mons for today's event? Let me go double check. HEATMOR and something else, I think. I think auto connected to this. One sec. HEATMOR and Mienfu. Okay, let's check the website. HEATMOR. Yeah, that's how. Yeah. There's a lot of the reality is there's a lot of things in life that are getting better as time goes on, and there's a lot of things that are getting worse. We just mostly hear about the things that are getting worse, you know. We don't often talk about the things that are getting better because it's human nature to, once you solve a problem, there's not a lot to talk about. Oh, you solved it, on to the next, you know. Like, that's kind of how humans operate. There's a lot of positive things happening, but there's also a lot of negative news gets more clicks, negative news gets more money, makes more money, gets more views. Negative news will overwhelm your feeds because it makes more money. But it's really important to remind yourselves and try to seek out the positive, because there are positives that are happening. It's really important to have perspective, you know, and really important to remind ourselves of that, even though it feels so difficult sometimes and feels so tough sometimes. Being a human's hard. Living is really hard. We try to just make it easier for each other and try to just spread a little bit of kindness. And sometimes we fail. I fail a lot, you know, but we just try to make the best of it. Life is like shiny hunting. It's just making the best out of every single day and doing whatever you can do, you know. Very hard using Okay, let's go into, and I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions. Feel free to disagree. I'm not going to convince anybody to change to my philosophy. I'm kind of just here to talk about my thoughts. That's kind of, life is like broccoli, I think. Yeah, basically. What's the word? It's a great question. I'm a little busy, Sifu. Sorry, give me one sec, man. The worst, so the word used to be Unova, but, or sorry, Sinnoh, but I feel like Sinnoh's kind of gotten W's recently. Like trainer rerunning becoming good again. Fossil farming beat, like two of the top 5 money making methods in the game are in Sinnoh, like almost purely. I gotta do my HEATMOR. HEATMOR is False Swipe, Spore, Great Ball. Okay, that's good to know. This is like a not synchronized event, is what it seems like. Next up is Mienfoo. Mienfoo is Quick Ball or False Swipe, Great Ball. Okay, I'm probably gonna use Great Balls for this event. I have 137. We're gonna move these over here. Okay. Instead of top 5. Good bit. What's up, Sifu? I can stand. I can't. I'm a little busy right now, but I can stand here for a quick second. I'm checking stuff on the side. Where is it's at? Victory Road, Unova. Is it just? I assume it's just down at those crackled rock areas. Yeah, I assume it's just down here. I assume that's the meme. Change to channel 1 and see who's here. So Mienfoo's minus a bit. We're gonna go HEATMOR. I think Mienfoo's minus 3. I'm trying to go to channel 1 before people show up as well. Okay, we got some some gamers here. Here's a HEATMOR. Okay. I could have synchronized for this first encounter. That's okay. Whoopsie, that's fine. So Sinnoh Underground, it's a mechanic that's not in PokeMMO, but it's in the original games, and it was a way, I don't know a whole lot about it 'cause I didn't play the original games. It's a way to farm fossils via some like mini game, and people love it. People fucking love the Sinnoh Underground. It's something I've learned over the past 4 years. It's a mechanic that's not in the game. I don't know if it would be balanced to add. They probably could just rebalance it and make it addable in a way. I don't know enough about it, but people are very interested in it. Dude, congrats on the shiny Gyarados, Bassam. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. The strat for this event seems to be Ball Swipe, Spore, Great Ball. For those wondering. Okay, someone in chat just asked, what's the worst region in PokeMMO? It's a great question, and it's also like a good example of how ever changing and evolving PokeMMO is. If you asked me this question just like 1 year ago, I would have said Sinnoh by far, but I don't think it is anymore. Two of the best moneymakers in the game and most consistent trainer runs and fossil farming are both in Sinnoh, almost entirely in Sinnoh. Sinnoh has really gotten, as it's become harder to make Pokeyen, that has inadvertently buffed Sinnoh. This is very funny. Trainer runs used to not be done as much because you would just do your gym run and then do other money making methods. But now with things with less viable methods and money making become a bit harder to get pure yen, trainer runs have come back up. So now we're seeing Sinnoh. If you were to ask me what's the worst region in PokeMMO, I don't know. Maybe like Hoenn. Could it be Kanto now? Like that's so, I love Kanto, but like I think Kanto and Hoenn are up there. Unova and Sinnoh are super good for money, Jimmy Run, trainer, you know, everything like that. Everything basically. What is the worst region in the game? It might be Hoenn or Kanto now, which sucks. Johto has Mount Silver. You can't knock Johto. You have to factor. It's hard to factor in like shiny hunts and stuff like that as well. It's either Kanto or Hoenn. It is Kanto, maybe Kanto. Kanto is great for events and event callouts. I think it's Kanto. I'm split. I'd think about it more, but it's an interesting question and shows the once again the evolution of the game over the past few years. Yeah, Hoenn you get, yeah. Kanto doesn't have as many shiny hunts as I expected. Versus Kanto, it seems like it. Yeah, but Kanto has amulet coin farming. Like that's Kanto has amulet coin farming. Hoenn fossils are very expensive, but they're incredibly slow to farm, from my understanding. There may be a better method than I know, to be fair. But amulet's overrated. Amulet coin farming for profit on a main account. Hopefully it's not. I think it was overrated by new players for a long time. I think now it's getting, people are learning and understanding it more and learning more about it. I think amulet coin farming is, in my video, it's like a B tier method. It's kind of bad. No, it used to be. I think amulet coin farming is like top 5 methods now, which is crazy. I did some videos recently talking about it, and if you want to see the math, I talked about it. You can make, if you amulet coin farm on an alt account and you sell your shinies, now that's assuming a lot, you actually make 200,000 Pokeyen per hour amulet coin farming. That's if you sell your shinies. The big benefit of amulet coin farming is the encounters while making some Pokeyen, right? I did all this math in a video if you want to go check it out recently. Nintendo farming, that's true. Nintendo farming, yeah. You make about, so amulet coin farming is 120k per hour without item magnet charm, and then it's 150k profit per hour deducting cost with item magnet charm, and then it's 200k if you sell your shinies, but that's obviously assuming, yeah. Hoenn has dittos. Hoenn does. Ooh, Hoenn having dittos might automatically. Okay, that's the argument I think I needed to hear. I think Kanto is probably the worst region. Damn. But Johto also has dittos, I guess. It's a better spot technically if you can like get the repeat ball strat working there. It's I love that, but isn't it kind of fucking beautiful that like we don't like, there's so many questions you asked in MMOs where like there's just a dead answer. I think it's kind of beautiful that we're arguing and debating over like what's the worst region. There's no clear answer. That to me is a balanced game in certain ways. Obviously, you know, that's pretty fucking sick, man. Gotta get global chat up.
What have you learned?
We underrate that in the PokeMMO space. The fact there's so much discussion about that is downright beautiful, if you ask me. You get roamers in Kanto. That's true. There's a lot of positives and negatives, man. Yeah. I think Pat's chat is the worst region. No! How dare you? I think Pat's chat is the worst region. Spidget nerd emoji. True. I think Kalos is the worst region in PokeMMO. Yeah, now we're talking. I think Johto's without Mount Silver. You're correct. Johto's not very good without Mount Silver. Like unironically, I mean, you get the Ditto spot. You get, but like yes. But But the Mount Silver just saves it. Like Mount Silver is so fucking important, man. Yeah. Worst Minecraft biome? Oh my god, now we're talking. Holy shit. Ooh. I need a list. Minecraft biomes. Worst? They're all great. They're all good.
Same mistakes.
They're all beautiful in certain ways. There's so many Minecraft biomes now. I like all Minecraft biomes, man.
It was programmed to beat you.
I don't know if there's a worse Minecraft. I literally don't know if there is one, man. I'm gonna be so real. I think all the Minecraft biomes are kind of sick. Maybe like deep ocean, but even like it has its uses and purpose and like. All Minecraft biomes are sick. I can't decide, man. They're all sick, dude. Birch forests, shut. Nothing. I love birch trees. Okay, I love birch forest. It's beautiful, man. I like plains. I get that argument. I think that's like the go-to. What's up, Chibs? Rank 2? Why do heck? Why do heck is very good. Oso's rank 2. Wait, that's awesome. The catch event starts in 2 minutes, I believe, guys. Keep an eye out. Look at the IronMan in chat helping the global chat gamer. Thank you for the 35 months of subs, Shiny Nick Shark. I want to thank my fans, friends, and family for this accomplishment. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Why is this so funny? Plains is finance, bro. That's a fucking good bit. Like what Minecraft biome is what 25-year-old male archetype? Like that's fucking funny. Like jungle biome is like frat bro. Like that's like shit like that. That's a good bit. Going through each Minecraft biome, which Minecraft biome is which 25-year-old male stereotype. I keep saying male stereotype. You have a base. Everyone should have a base in Mangrove Swamp. Maybe not the main base. I get that, but that's kind of based, isn't it? Jodo's best safari as one. It is a pretty good, damn good safari. Probably the best for Shining for sure. Do. What's up, Khaki? All the biomes are good, man. Deep sea is lit, bro, for sure. Is deep sea where I build my creeper farm? That might be the. You do it somewhere for some reason. I forget why. I just be playing Minecraft, bro. I don't be thinking. Brain off. Build stuff. Best MMO besides PokeMMO? Old school RuneScape. Now, the real like it's kind of a weird like. It's hilarious because my job is PokeMMO and I love PokeMMO. Okay, don't get me wrong, and I prefer PokeMMO right now to RuneScape right now. Okay, but if you were to ask me my favorite MMO of all time, it's actually RuneScape. RuneScape just like RuneScape was there for me, man. At a certain point in my life, like I love RuneScape, dude. RuneScape is rank 1. My top 5 games of all time is like number 1 RuneScape, number 2 PokeMMO, number 3 Magic the Gathering, number 4 is like number 4, 5, and 6 becomes it's some variation of Dungeon Defenders, Minecraft, Skyrim. I don't know which order though. Anyways, all right. All right, the catch event has begun. This is going to be a false swipe spore great ball catch event with my new strategy, trying to cut down on the amount of Pokeyen being spent. I think Mienfus, it's HEATMORs and Mienfus. HEATMORs are going to be false swipe spore great ball. Mienfus are going to be false swipe into great ball without spore. Let's see. I'll take a breeder as our first catch every day of the week. Not too shabby. Good luck to everybody. I love this group of people, man. Good luck to everybody here. It's a very cool event. Very cool shining. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I mean, how can Skyrim not get mentioned in the top 5 games of all time? You know, I do think like it kind of sucks. People have forgotten how good Skyrim is. I think I've always said if aliens came down to Earth and said, give us your best video game, I think I hand them Skyrim. Even though there's games that I personally love more than Skyrim, I think Skyrim is objectively the best game of all time. The depth that world has is just absurd, and it really set the bar for like what an open world RPG is and should be. You know, it expanded on Morrowind and Oblivion. I didn't play much Oblivion, but Morrowind, Fallout New Vegas. You know, Fallout New Vegas is in the top 10. I also just sound like the most stereotypically 25-year-old gamer of all time. Oh yeah, guys, my top 10 video games. Yeah, RuneScape, Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas. I just sound like the fucking most ultimate like stereotype. But they're good games, man. My niche pools are like the Dungeon Defenders. Rage 2 and then Kingdoms of Amalur are like either in the top 10 or just outside of it. It's very close. I think Rage 2 has the best shooter combat I've ever felt. The storyline is incredibly mediocre. The game itself is not that amazing, but oh my fucking god, if you have not played it, I cannot recommend Rage 2 for its the combat system just feels so fucking smooth, man. Oh my god. Rage 2 combat is so good, dude. Original Overwatch, yeah, it's probably or not, maybe not. For me, it's probably like 2019 Overwatch, which is kind of hilarious. That's when, you know, 2019, 2020 Overwatch type. Yes, there is a catch event right now. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to you, Callus, if you're in it, dude. Details should be pinned, I think. Plink. I love Plink. Video game boomer, yeah. Fallout New Vegas is beautiful, man. NBA 2K, COD, Fortnite, said the worst guy at the party. Not that, hopefully that's not your actual opinion. I mean, if it is, hey, there's no wrong opinion, okay? Smiley face. You can throw one COD in your top 10. Maybe two. I think 3 or more CODs in your top, it's kind of crazy. If someone was like, you know what, Peak, Blops 2. If someone said MW2, COD 4, Blops 2, any of those. I like MW3 a lot. Rachel is in your top 10, true. I respect Doom City 4. I missed World at War. I can respect it. I can respect, like, MW3 is probably in my top 10, not my actual list. Yeah, and I love 2K. I played a lot of 2K growing up with friends, like I you know, but there is a what I really put, you could put one sports game in your top 10. Terraria is up there. Terraria, yeah, fuck dude, there's so many good games. Like for me, I would do like Madden 06, Madden 06 or Madden 08 and like MLB 08 the show. Those are my like 3 favorite sports games of all time. They wouldn't all be top 10. I mean, one of them maybe would be like top 20. Madden 08 would probably be the top 1. .2K16. I played a lot of 2K13. Just what the timing. Not for any specific reason for the most part. 2K12 and 2K13. Didn't mess it up. You can only imagine. Do. This is a stream. I think this is a stream recap clip, right? Let me double check this one. What was this yap about? Yeah, what's the worst region in the game? I think I can start recording more stream recap clips. I ran from a HEATMOR encounter for no reason. That was the 186. Ooh. SOCOM 2 is a deep pool. That's a respectable. Wow. Vice City. I didn't play. Fuck. I never really was into GTA 2. I played GTA 2 on PS1. Yeah, Suku. Thank you for the gifted sub. 41 gifted in total. Gifted sub over to Despin. Thank you. Game, that's very nice of you. Over to a very earning, you know, deserved chatter. Oh, on like sports games, it's really sad that sports games have devolved into, I don't play them active, so maybe I'm wrong, but like from my understanding, it's pretty crazy how much sports games have devolved into pay to win. You know, that sucks, man. Or pay for massive advantage or whatever it is. That sucks, man. You typed this twice, Phantom, which either makes me think it is a D's nuts joke or you just really want me to know that, which is kind of based. That's awesome, JW. Blame EA. It actually is crazy how much like MTX. I like to be a man of, you know, I try to like stay away from extremes. Guys, you can't blame everything on one company. EA really takes the cake. EA is pretty bad. Like it's I try to be like, hey, no, calm down, guys. Let's not get, you know, let's calm down. Let's try to see their side. Let's empathize. I don't know, man. EA is consistently pissed in our fucking cornflakes. Like it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty hard to. Yeah, it's that one's pretty tough. That one's tough to empathize with. Hopefully I didn't just blast your ears. I did the thing where I actually muted my thing. It might have paused. It might be fine though. Hope I didn't blast any ears. Apologies. I don't even know if I can comprehend. I don't know if I can say this sentence. I don't know if I can. Belku, you're on a different wavelength. You're speaking a different language. I kind of respect it. You know, we need that energy, honestly. Keep us honest. Felt awful. And you know this, David. I think we talked about this. In GTA 2, there was like 1 or 2 buttons. I think we talked about this. There was 1 or 2 buttons like designated for like farting and burping. That was the only thing that button did. And I don't remember if it was either 2 buttons where like one was farting, one was burping, or it was 1 button and then it was random whether you would fart or burp. Yeah, GTA 1, 2. Yeah. I don't know which one, but there was either 1 or 2 buttons just for farting and burping, which is amazing game design. I played WWE like 06 and 08. I like to play all the sports games back then. Oh my god, yeah, don't even get me started. I mean, though, like those were just some of the best games to sit around with friends. We know that we all know the lore. One sec. If you're around our age, if you're around like 24 to 30, you probably know the lore. Dude, these games, you used to fucking you would just sit there with your group of friends on the couch and run to the edge of the map. It would bounce you like fucking infinite. It would bounce you back to the middle and you would just piss yourselves laughing. And that was the whole bit. Or like, dude, how many of you, I used to do it with my friends all the time. How many of you would like get a funny clipping effect or like some sort of interaction on like Madden or like some sports game? You would go into the instant replay. Dude, do you remember going into the instant replay constantly on like sports games and like watching your own replays? I haven't done that fucking in forever, you know? Like I used to always check the replays. It was so fun. Yeah, MLB, yeah. The replays were so cool, man. What's up, Blue Bald Eagle? How you doing, dude? Ooh. Any what's it called? Ace Combat? Any Ace Combat fans in chat? That was a series. One of the first video games I ever played was like Ace Combat. Also, it was crazy. I feel like it was like Ace Combat 3 on PS1. Dude, this game felt, I'm looking back, it must look hilarious. It's so here's Ace Combat 4, right? I don't know if I've ever played this yet, hilariously. Dude, Ace Combat felt so fucking ahead of its time. I probably have my original copy from when I was a kid. Give me one sec. That's fucking awesome, Womp. Here, I have a copy of Ace Combat in here somewhere. Give me one sec. But like, legitimately, like this game, if I showed you a clip now, you would be like, holy boomer. Like, it's actually one of the craziest. Oh my god, dude, this disc. Oh my god, I have had this. Also, it has property of Hollywood Video. Oh my god, like stapled onto it. I've had this copy of Ace Combat 3 since I was like 3 years old, maybe. like incredibly long. Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. This game was so ahead of its time. No, I have not, Jimmy. Yeah. Ace Combat. Looks like I can find gameplay. If I showed you this game today, you would be like, what the fuck is even going on? It looks insane. Let's see if I can get it up. Meteor Mom. On the emulator, it looks not bad. It was such a blurry fucking game. Oh my god. But on an emulator, it's gonna be more smooth, and it's still really, really blurry. No, Ramel. I think I got this game from like my babysitter. My babysitter like gave it to me or some shit. Thank you for the Twitch Prime Womp for the fucking Ace Combat call out, dude. Much love to you, man. Let me show some. I never played Metal Gear. I obviously know about it. Never played it, unfortunately. There's so many game franchises I just haven't gotten to yet, man. So many good games to play. I know of that game. Do I have a copy, Rascal? I don't know if I have a copy of that, but I know of the game. I never played it, but I know of it. This is the dumbest thing to do during a catch event because my time is very important, but fuck it, this is obviously more important. I want to show you guys some Ace Combat 3 gameplay. This game was isn't this music copyrighted? I think we're fine. Pause this. Oh, I'm doing hordes here like an idiot. I'm literally pressing sweet scent. Hello? Do single encounters, you nerd. Okay. Yeah, I never played Uncharted. Yeah. No Shiny Charm. Shiny Charm definitely not worth single encountering for a catch event. Definitely not. I'm on an IronMan. Definitely not. Shiny Charms are often. I don't have donor status. I'm on an IronMan account. You know. Shiny Charms are often not worth it in general. They're usually like if you're popping Shiny, but without dono, super not worth it. That's awesome. I would love to play some of the modern. Like that sounds really fun to play some of the modern Ace Combats. Let's see if I can get up the one sec. Ace Combat Electrosphere. This game is sick. This game was so crazy. This game was so ahead of its time at the time. I bet you it looks insane now. I bet you it looks like so outdated now. This shit was so ahead of its fucking time, dude. Oh my god. Like, this shit was so fucking cool. I'll like skip ahead. Look how blurry the text is. This is on an emulator. This text was like 10 times blurrier on the actual like TV. Man, you're giving James Bond. Here, let me show you the gameplay. These are like the music is so nostalgic. This would be great video music, honestly. You would load into the map. This is the gameplay. This was engage. This was so ahead of its time. Oh my god, I should play this. This game was so fucking ahead of its time, but nowadays it looks like a piece of shit, I feel like. But it was so insane, man. This game blew our fucking minds when it was like back in like 2004, 2001. Third person? Yeah. Well, for a long time, me and my friends didn't know how to change the camera angle, so we just played mostly on first person. This game was so confusing for 7-year-olds. You have no... There's so much happening. There's so much on screen. This game was impossible to understand for us. Holy shit. And if you get too close to the ground, it's like, pull up, pull up. Pull up. Caution, pull up, pull up. Yeah, I think we're done. But that dude, this was a banger. This game was so ahead of its time, man. So ahead of its time. Yes, it was inverted controls. Yes, it was inverted controls. So up meant down. Yeah, oh my god, dude. That's so real. You clocked it. You clocked it. Dude, like, yeah, playing this game as an adult is probably wicked. This game was so ahead of its time, man. I never played Fossil Fighters, but I heard really good things. I've heard good things. There's so many game franchises I haven't gotten to, like Ratchet and Clank. I haven't gotten to yet. Metal Gear Solid I haven't gotten to yet. Sly Cooper I kind of started, but I'm like midway through the first game. And I've been midway through the first game for like 2 years now is the problem. Even Spyro, I went back and I replayed all of Spyro 1 at one point. I played Crash 1, 2, 3, and 4. I haven't played the new Crash games. This is in the past like 3 to 4 years. I went back and I played a lot of retro games. Spyro, I played all of Spyro 1. Spyro 1 is a game that you complete and you're like, how the fuck did kids do this, you know? I don't support for a false one because it could wake up and it just burns a turn. Then you give it a chance to wake up and you waste a turn. This is faster. So many. I didn't play a whole lot of Sonic. I played Sonic Heroes. That was like the one Sonic game I played. Never got to Rayman. Rayman on PS1 is like notoriously really fucking hard, right? Ooh, a Flame Orb. We'll take that. Hell yeah. And 31 speed. This event's been pretty chill for me so far. I'm not playing very efficiently. I probably should be. Let's lock in a little bit, okay? Let's focus on our encounters. Focus on our catches. Focus on getting encounters on the main account as well. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah, Supali, a little bit of Supali. SSX Tricky was peak. Are you saying that without knowing my take on it, or are you just are you joy baiting? Because you might be joy, which is fair. SSX Tricky is my favorite retro video game of all time. It is my favorite. I think it's my favorite retro game of all time, man. Yeah, actually, I can't. Yeah, it's hard to tell when it's yeah. What's your take on it? It's the only game that I've actually like properly speed ran. You know. JK Bro's been following you since 2014. No, he hasn't. Surely no fucking shot. No one's been watching me since 2014. Let me check. I don't. There's no way. Chaos. Account created. Okay, I was like, that would be crazy. Account. No, yeah, yeah. No, but he's 20. Yeah, he's a chill. He's a gamer. He's a gamer. It was joy bait. Miss input. He's a gamer. I love SSX Tricky, man. It is my favorite. You can actually still find on this YouTube, on Patrouski, on this YouTube channel, you can go find my SSX Tricky speedruns. They are still there, you know? Like I fucking love that game, dude. You can go to if you go to speedrun.com or .net or whatever it is, you'll find my SSX Tricky speedruns on the leaderboards. They are not in the top 3 anymore. They're all like fucking dog shit runs, but it was tough. It's a tough game to run in a yeah. This is a Twitch stream though. You can check down your turn. Very funny. Okay, that makes it funny legitimately, to be fair. Is inherently funny. But true alpha. Ooh, is that happening? I didn't play MapleStory growing up, but I know people that did, and I know the like dedicated. Like MapleStory seems like a game that I would have loved. For better, I just don't have time for another time sync, you know. Old school RuneScape, PokeMMO, MapleStory, all pretty similar probably. Only if you have at least 2 Modelos, I will find you. There you go. If you have good taste, you know, then I think you're allowed to legally, yes. Ever played them though, MapleStory? I don't know. It's a good question. Is MapleStory cozy? It might be. I think of MapleStory as being unhinged. I don't know how cozy it is. I'm not sure. It might be. It is funny. When are we gonna address the Viltrumites? Whenever Invincible starts being a TV show worthy of its praise. J.K. Simmons delivers amazing voice acting performances, but the overall plot of the show is very like mystery / slop coated. It's a fine TV show. I would give it like a 7 out of 10, maybe like a 7.5. But I'm not. I think Invincible is unfortunately very, very overrated. It's a Viltrumite is a it's a part of the, I don't want to spoil. It's part of the show Invincible, the superhero show. Invincible is better than Severance. That might be the best rage bait today because there's no possible way on earth anyone actually feels that way. There's no way. That is a pretty good rage bait. Hatred Hatch event. There should be details pinned in the Twitch chat. 32. This is a 29. This is not a bad catch for the event. The odds of it taking 4th place are extremely low, but it's probably my best catch worth submitting to an event. Like, this is probably my most likely submittable Pokemon to an event in probably 5 to 10 events, you know? Like, most catch events, you just don't get anything worth submitting. I think a 29, it's a 32 minus 3 for being a Mienfoo. A 29 is a submittable Pokemon, a submittable catch. If I don't get anything